Hey guys, hope you're doing well and safe wherever you are. If you're new to this channel, we talk about men's fashion and grooming tips and learning how to dress your best life. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 10 shoe style mistakes every man needs to avoid. Let's go. Sitting at number 1, wearing the wrong sized shoes. An article from Business Insider has suggested that 80% of men are wearing the wrong sized shoes. Honestly, I'm not even surprised by these numbers because I've made these mistakes myself. Remember, just because you're a size 9 for brand A doesn't mean you're a size 9 for brand B. This is because different manufacturers use different shoe lasts to create the leather shoes. If you're buying a pair of leather shoes in a retail store, be sure to get help from the staff members to measure your feet so you get the right size. Or better yet, some retail stores have a device called the Flydochc device that can accurately measure your feet. If you're buying online, be sure the company has a solid refund policy. When the shoe arrives, be sure to try out the shoes at home and not outdoors, as most online companies will very likely reject your refund if there's any scratches in the shoes. Really take this point seriously, gents, because bad fits will potentially lead to ingrown toenails, foot pains and deformities such as bunions, and that is only going to reduce your quality of life. Mistake number 2, wearing your sport socks with leather shoes. You know what I mean, those Nikes or Adidas long socks. Even if you own a pair of sports socks that is long and dark enough to match your outfit, I would still suggest you leave them where they belong, in the gym. First of all, those white socks is going to be too harsh of a contrast with your formal outfits. And number 2, just imagine wearing those white Nike socks for an interview or a date, where it's visible to everyone. You are definitely going to be perceived as someone who's sloppy and unprofessional. So avoid this mistake, get proper socks that matches your outfit. Mistake number 3, still wearing pointy or square-toed shoes. We live in the modern era. It's best to leave those square-toed shoes and pointy shoes where they belong, in the past. Alright, don't start hating on me because I'm against pointy and square-toed shoes. Hear me out. In my opinion, square-toe and pointy shoes really throws off the proportions in one outfit. And these shoes don't have that classic touch. And it's definitely not worth the investment. So avoid them at all costs. Best to go with rounded or almond-shaped shoes. Mistake number 4, not conditioning your shoes when you buy them. Alright, let me tell you what happened to my shoes. So this happened very recently when I bought my double monk straps. And guess what? It cracked on the first wear. If only I took this advice earlier, I wouldn't need to fork out additional time and money to get my shoes repaired. So it's wise to condition your shoes once you buy them. Just think about it. The leather could have been potentially sitting in a factory with different temperature extremes for months, years, or even decades. Alright, maybe not decades, but you get the point. This can cause the leather to crack very easily. To avoid this, apply some leather conditioner and this will rejuvenate the leather, and it'll also make the leather of your shoes more pliable, meaning it's going to be more comfortable when you wear it. Mistake number 5, not cleaning and polishing your leather shoes regularly. Alright gents, it's really important to have a shoe care routine of cleaning and polishing your leather shoes. By doing so, you're not only going to make your leather shoes look brand new every time, but you're also extending the shelf life and durability of the shoe. Also, I'm pretty sure you know this by now, but wearing your shoes for a prolonged period of time without cleaning them is going to have that nasty buildup of odor. And tell me, who wants that? If you're not sure how to clean and polish your leather dress shoes, I got you covered. Just go on my channel and click this video here. I'll also leave a link below, or you can just click here and I'll give you a quick guide. Mistake number 6, not using shoe trees. Not using shoe trees or any stuffings to hold your leather shoes in place will make the leather of the shoes to dry out unevenly. And in the long run, the leather of your shoes is going to deteriorate. So storing your leather shoes with proper shoe trees is going to help maintain the shape and the size of the leather shoes. Shoe trees also does a great job in removing any odor and also any moisture from the shoes. If you want to know how to make your leather shoes last longer, click the video here, or you can click the card here. Mistake number 7, not investing in classic shoe styles and colors first. If you're just starting out with building your shoe collection, it will be wise to invest in classic shoe styles and colors first. Remember, the key here is to build an interchangeable wardrobe where you can mix and match your different shoes with different outfits. If you purchase something too flashy, it's going to be too memorable and you probably won't be able to mix and match different outfits with it, and that means you're not going to wear it often, and that's only going to increase the overall cost per wear. If I were to start over and only have the budget for one pair, I would go with a black or dark brown cap-toe Balmoral Oxfords, as it is timeless and can be worn with different outfits. Mistake number 8, only having one pair of shoes in your shoe rotation. Having only one pair of shoes in your rotation can potentially reduce the shelf life of the shoes. Our feet sweat a lot throughout the day, and imagine wearing the same pair of shoes every single day. The buildup of sweat is not only going to form, but it's also going to damage the leather over time. I know, leather shoes are expensive, but hear me out. Investing in another pair is going to allow your other shoes to rest and bounce back to shape. So think ahead, invest in another pair. Mistake number 9, not matching your shoes with your belt. Matching your black shoes with your brown belt or vice versa is not going to be ideal, as the color contrast is going to be too high and it's going to throw off the flow of the outfit. The rules are simple: black shoes, black belt; dark brown belt, dark brown shoes. Alright? However, the colors doesn't need to match exactly. As long as it's close between them, you're good to go. The 10th and last mistake is not being able to tell between quality and cheap shoes. With leather shoes, it's important to go for quality over quantity. To keep the cost low, affordable brands often use very cheap construction, which is known as the cemented construction, to stick the sole to the upper of the shoes, which means once the sole is worn out, you won't be able to resole them. Also, they're often made with PU leather or cheap genuine leather that gives the shoe a very hard and solid feeling, which makes your shoe very uncomfortable when you wear them. Not to mention, the shelf life of the shoes are terrible, especially for the price you're paying. I'm fully aware that leather shoes aren't cheap. If you do have the budget for a pair that are either blaked or Goodyear welted, I would strongly suggest you go for it, because companies that offer constructions like these often put in a lot of effort in their craft. And not to mention, the soles are resolable once they're worn out for a low fee. Yes, your wallet is going to take the hit at first, but it will thank you in the long run. Plus, the leather is only going to look more superior over time. So that's it guys, my 10 shoe style mistakes every man needs to avoid. If you have any tips or mistakes to avoid, leave it down in the comments. If you learned something new today, hit that like button and share it with a friend who really needs to start caring for his shoes. And if you're into fashion, grooming, and lifestyle content, consider subscribing, as that is going to help me continue to create content like this. As always, stay dapper.